Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Due to YouTube's changing quote-unquote community standards, I created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can see all of my stuff over there, including my political and social commentary, as well as my current events videos. The links to my YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a UFO encounter video. This one took place in Inchon, North Korea, 1951. It took place right after the start of the Korean conflict. There was a U.S. carrier in Inchon port. They had received intelligence of a North Korean truck convoy moving through a valley nearby. The carrier launched 3 attack planes to eliminate the convoy. Each plane had a pilot and a radar operator gunner, and as the sun was coming up, they spotted their target. Cool. The planes moved in to hit the truck convoy, but were intercepted by 2 large UFOs. The UFOs were 700 feet in diameter and coming at them at incredible speeds. The crewmen estimated that the craft were traveling at 1,200 miles an hour. Nowadays, that's not so bad. Back then, it was, oh my God, terrifying. Especially when you see ships that you don't recognize. Circular ships, saucer types. And they're traveling at 1,200 miles an hour. Which is faster than you can go. One of the gunners tried to fire on one of the UFOs. Because it is wartime footing. For all they knew, this could have been an enemy craft of some kind. He tried to fire on them, but their weapons were jammed. Their weapons didn't function. They tried to call for help, but their radios were also dead. All 3 attack planes experienced the exact same jamming of their systems. It was crazy. And if you're flying along and something like that happens, that's one thing. That's terrifying. But if you're in a wartime footing where people are trying to shoot at you, and you see something you don't know what it is, and suddenly you're helpless, imagine how that must be. I mean, we're talking terrifying times 100. So, 2 of the jets peeled off to return to the carrier. The UFOs continued to follow the lone jet that remained on mission. As this jet flew along, the UFOs circled it as if they were studying the airplane. And then all of a sudden, the UFOs finally sped off and disappeared. By that point, the jet was low on fuel, so it returned to the carrier. All 3 pilots reported that they had experienced the exact same systems failures on each of their jets. Given the amount of maintenance that's done on these jets, you say what you want about the Navy, but they know how to maintain their aircraft and their equipment. They're good people. They're competent. They're qualified. If one of them had a malfunction, okay, it's bad, but I can understand it. If 2 of them had the same malfunction, okay, maybe they got bad parts or something. 3 of them is ridiculous. Because they had multiple systems failures on all 3 planes, and they were exact same failures on all 3 planes. At that point, it's either sabotage or something from these UFOs did it. That's your only options. And given that the UFOs were present, I'm going to go with the UFOs. Just saying. And I'm sure they did as well. Incidents like these plagued aircrews all throughout the Korean War. I've done a number of videos where... I did one video that I recall where American ground troops in Korea fired at a UFO. They could hear their rounds hitting it, ting, ting, ting. So, it was a solid object. But the air crews were plagued all through the Korean War. In March of 1952, the Washington Post published an article confirming that the Pentagon knew of more than 24 flying saucer incidents over North Korea. The Washington Post had documentation and radar reports from personnel involved. So this wasn't, oh look, it's all light in the sky. This was, we've got the documentation, we've got the radar information, all the people there. I mean, really, really well investigated. These events were so well documented that they could not be covered up. That's the part that gets me. You have such credible witnesses on a wartime footing when they're alert for everything. They're the ones reporting this stuff. I don't see how it could be faked. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.